Hello, I'm here to take you on a brief introduction tour of IDLA's online library. To find the online library in your online courses, you will go to the main activities page of your course, and your library will always be located at the very bottom of your activities list. How to access IDLA's online library tab. When you open and select to that package, you will see a link right away to IDLA's online library. For future reference, this package also includes a list of more detailed steps to help you navigate, return, and borrow books. And this page tour is always available in the package if you would like to refer to it later. Going back to that first page, you're simply going to click on the IDLA Online Library app link. Now, the first time you use it, you may have to select that you are utilizing the online library through IDLA. You might have to locate IDLA as the school that you are connecting through. And you will need to be logged into your IDLA portal in order to access our library. You will see many different reads for all different age levels listed. We have classic books that are available, AP Lit reads if you are in an AP class or would just like to know what they're reading. There are ebook editions, and specifically recently we've obtained some comic books, so you might want to look at some comics. We have an audiobook section, so if you enjoy listening to audiobooks, check out some fun ones that are available there. Most popular books. And down here toward the bottom of the page, you'll find popular subjects if there's something in particular that you're interested in reading. Let's say you're enrolled in a class and you need to find a specific book. For example, The Crucible in English 11. You will find that we have audiobook versions of The Crucible available to you if you would like to listen while you read along with the text in the course. All you do is click on that title. You'll see how many copies are available in our section. You click Borrow, and it will automatically open up for you. You can use the play button to play that. And there are additional features that you can change. The speed at which it's reading, if you would like it to read a little faster, or maybe slow it down if it's going a little fast. As well as other options. If you are reading along in the story, let's say you made it over here to later in the book, the next time that you open this audiobook, it will begin reading from where you left off. So it will hold on to your place. When you are done, you simply click on that borrowed and you can return the book. This particular one allows you to check it out for 20 days. If it's nearing the end of that 20 days and you are going to need it for a longer period, right next to the renew is where you would select to renew that book for an additional time period. And again, you'll just select that button. It's too early to renew this one, but in 18 days, you can renew it if needed. Again, when you're done, you will simply click return. These navigation buttons at the bottom will get you back to where you are. Your home page will give you the list of books that you have loaned out. It will highlight any notes or highlights that you have placed in books. Those will always be saved, even once the book has been returned. And then the binoculars will take you back to that search screen. So let's say we're looking for To Kill a Mockingbird in English 10. You'll see we have both audio and text versions of To Kill a Mockingbird. So to show you how a text version works, let's borrow To Kill a Mockingbird. For the text version, you'll see I previously checked this out. Again, it immediately popped me into chapter 10, where I was previously looking. You can bookmark the book if you would like to note a specific place in the book where you are interested in a section of the book. You can adjust the font sizes to maximize your experience if you need the text to be a larger size, if you would like to change the background to make it easier to read. And there are some automatic options as well that you can utilize and experiment with to find the best appearance to make it easiest to read for you. You'll see that I bookmarked this page earlier, so if I want to return to a bookmark, I can see that I have bookmarked page 154. If, for example, I then want to place a bookmark at a later point, say I'm reading chapter 28. Did you see how I did that? You get the table of contents here, and you can pull up the chapters so you can quickly scan to those chapters. Let's say in chapter 28, I wanted to place a bookmark on this page. I would then place a bookmark right there, and I would have both of my bookmarks listed so that I could quickly return to those points in the book. For example, when I'm writing any essays that I might need to be working on. When I'm done reading, I can simply close. And when I am done with the book, again, I can renew using this option, or I can return the book, noting that I'm finished and it is now available for other students. From the search page, if you are to ever look up a particular copy of a book and there are none available, you can always place a hold on that book. And when it becomes available, you will be notified that it is now available. And again, those holds are listed on your home page when you first log in. If you have further questions about how to utilize IDLA's online library, please reach out to your teacher. Thank you.